students of class 9th. In previous video, we had studied about structure of fungi as well as nutrition and respiration of yeast cells. Here you see this one is the structure of a single yeast cell. We have already studied yeast is a single cell structure. It involves in fungi. You see inside the cytoplasm of yeast there is single nucleus. The cytoplasm is provided by means of large number of vacuoles also, and the cell is surrounded by means of cell wall along with cell membrane. This is the simple structure of yeast. Now next we are going to study what is the importance of yeast. Yeast is used in alcoholic fermentation. Alcoholic fermentation. What is meaning of this alcoholic fermentation? Generally yeast cells go in a sugary solution. Suppose this one is sugar or fruit juices. In this sugary solution, since it is in contact with atmosphere, inside atmosphere, large number of yeast cells, they will enter inside the sugary solution and they will perform anaerobic respiration. Anaerobic respiration. And you know anaerobic respiration takes place in absence of oxygen. Now what will be the reaction? You see this one is glucose C6H12O6. Since oxygen is not present, so direct C2H5OH plus 2 CO2 and plus 2 ATP. Here this C2H5OH is known as ethyl alcohol or known as ethanol. In this respiration very less amount of energy is obtained, that is only 280. This small amount of energy is used by yeast cells to perform their different life activities. They are not performing any physical activity because already all the materials are available in the surrounding. So very less amount of energy is required to continue their life cycle, life activities, and it is completed by this small amount of energy. The main factor of this reaction is, you see inside this anaerobic respiration, what is produced? Ethyl alcohol or ethanol. Due to production of ethyl alcohol inside this sugary solution, the property of alcohol will develop. This conversion of sugary solutions, inside in the form of ethyl alcohol or ethanol by anaerobic respiration of yeast cell is known as fermentation. Again listen, conversion of sugary solution in the form of ethanol or in the form of ethyl alcohol by the anaerobic respiration of yeast cells is known as fermentation. The yeast cells are used for alcoholic fermentation. In this regard, you have to know that when the concentration of ethanol is reached up to 12% inside this sugary solution, then fermentation is stopped. After reaching the concentration of ethanol, ethyl alcohol inside this sugary solution up to 12%, then the fermentation process is stopped, because after that yeasts cannot perform their life cycle. So if we want to obtain alcohol of higher concentration, if we want to increase the concentration of alcohol above this one, in that condition we have to perform fractional distillation. That is, by fractional distillation we can increase the concentration of alcohol in this solution. Clear? Now that you can say yeast cells are used for alcoholic preparation, that you can say beverages, etc. These beverages are wines. They act as a stimulant if they are taken in small quantity. They are highly useful to us because they will stimulate our life activities. But if the beverages or wine is taken in more quantity, In that condition, they will cause harm to our body. For example, liver cirrhosis or destruction of body balance. All these elements will develop due to taking wine or beverages in excess amount. This is about the economic importance of yeast. Now, next we are going to develop. There are different species of yeast which come under the genus known as Saccharomyces. Saccharomyces. There are different species under this genus known as Saccharomyces. Next, we are going to start importance of fungi. Fungi are, yeast is also included in the heading, under heading fungi. So fungi are used for obtaining antibiotics. In the chapter, in starting of this chapter, you have studied that Alexander Fleming obtained penicillin from a fungus known as Penicillium notatum. Already you have studied that penicillin, which is an antibiotic, was obtained first time by Alexander Fleming from a fungus known as Penicillium notatum. Along with this, there are large number of other antibiotics. For example, streptomycin, terramycin, aureomycin, erythromycin, chloromycetin. All these are different types of antibiotics. So what are antibiotics? Antibiotics are the plant products. Antibiotics are the plant products which provide protection to our body from harmful germs. That you can say they provide protection to our body from diseases. How? By preventing the growth and multiplication of pathogens. Suppose this one is our body. If any pathogen is entering in our body through air or through water or by any means, then it will secrete a chemical substance known as a toxin. This toxin will start to kill our body cells. Now, the antibiotics will, along with this producing toxin, this pathogen will also increase its size. When it will obtain its maximum size, then it will divide into 2. Then will divide into 4. In this way, this pathogen will continuously try to increase their number. The function of antibiotic is to prevent its growth. To prevent its growth, this pathogen cannot grow. If pathogen is not able to grow, then it cannot divide, cannot increase in number, and will be easily defeated by our WBCs. So antibiotics provide protection to our body from diseases by preventing the growth and multiplication of disease causing germs. You have studied here, fungi are used for obtaining different types of antibiotics. Along with penicillin, I have given other names: streptomycin, terramycin, aureomycin, erythromycin, chloromycetin. All these are the antibiotics. So first importance of this fungi is to obtain antibiotics. Now next, in baking. Next importance is in baking, that is in the preparation of bread. For preparing bread in the evening, the dough, which is made by mixing flour and water. आटा को जब पानी में सान देते हैं तो क्या बनता है? Dough. In this dough, inside the container, yeast powder, which is purchased from the market, is added. This yeast powder contains a large number of yeast cells. After coming in contact with dog, these yeast cells will perform an aerobic respiration. The dog is left for one night, and throughout the night, the yeast cells will respire anaerobically, producing ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Due to ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide, due to production of ethyl carbon dioxide, the carbon dioxide will remain present in this dog. So this dog will increase in size. Dog will rise, and this rising of dog by the effect of yeast, by anaerobic respiration of yeast, is known as leavening. Now this dog is kept in molds. The molds are kept into furnace, and when inside furnace the dog is heated, then the carbon dioxide which is present, that will escape out, and the bread will become soft and spongy. In this way, by the use of yeast, bakers prepare bread inside bakeries. Clear? Okay, thank you.